why your Google Ads campaigns keep failing. Now, I'm going to tell you 8 different reasons why your Google Ads campaigns may be continuously failing and how you can fix it. Now, I guarantee you, point number 8 is something that you were not expecting me to say. So carry on watching this video and do get to point number 8, whereby it's something in which a lot of people would not admit to. Now, before I do continue, I want you to support me. Right, I create this content. I spent a lot of time researching. I spent a lot of time taking the videos, editing the videos, and creating these videos for people like yourselves. Now, I know a lot of you watch my videos, but that's all you do. What would be really great is if you participate in my videos by commenting, right? Give me your experiences, right? Subscribing to my channel, because as a result of that, the algorithm will get my videos out to more people, and as a result of that, I can create more useful content, and I can then even create content based on what you guys are asking me to create. So do hit the subscribe button and do comment about your experiences on my YouTube videos, and in this case, why you feel your Google Ads campaigns may be failing. Let me get into giving you 8 different reasons why. Before I do start, my name is AjayDhunna. I'm a Google Ads expert. I've been running Google Ads campaigns for the best part of 20 years, so I know a thing or two about what works and what does not work. Poor ad copy on your landing pages. Now, your ad copy must be relevant to the keyword that people are searching for, but not only that, but your ad copy must be concise and compelling. And don't keep talking about your features. Talk about the benefits that your target audience is going to get by visiting your page, whether it's a products page or whether it's services page. So make sure that you got great ad copy on your landing pages to help convert that traffic into inquiries. Poor quality content and landing page design. Now, what do I mean by poor quality content? What I mean by that is that your content has to be clear, it has to be concise, and it has to be compelling. So make sure you spend a bit of time working out the exact wording so that people can understand what is it that you're actually providing to your end users. Make sure you highlight the benefits. Don't keep talking about your features about your products or service. People don't want to know about that. They want to know that when they go onto your website, by inquiring with you or getting in touch with you, how is your product or service going to benefit them? And make sure you got great benefits. Use images, use videos. What I mean by landing page design is that keep it simple, so that when people are on your page, they don't have to work out how to use your landing page. Make sure your landing page is relevant to the keyword that they've typed in. You got great headings, you got great subheadings, and you got multiple call to actions, which are the same thing. Yeah. So for example, if one of your call to actions is get a quote, you can have that embedded multiple times on the page, all saying get a quote, get a quote. But more importantly, when you do have a call to action, just write a small summary over there that what is it that the users are going to get by hitting that call to action. Right? For example, get a quote, somebody will be in touch with you within 24 hours. So you're not just telling them what to do, but you're also throwing in what they're going to get by taking up your call to action. Now, in a book that I recently published called How to Win Customers with Google Ads, I talk about something called the digital marketing success triad. And what I mean by that is that in order for a digital marketing campaign to be successful, it relies on 3 different things. Your traffic has to be great, in other words, relevant, highly relevant traffic. Your content has to be great, and your website design or your landing page has to be absolutely perfect. All these 3 have to be absolutely bang on in order to help you drive maximum conversions and to get benefits and make sure that your campaigns are actually working, so you're getting your ROI. Lack of ad relevance. Now, what I mean by that is I see a lot of Google Ads campaigns that our agency takes on, and we take a look at them, and there's no real connection between the keywords, the ads, and the landing pages. And as a result of that, you're not providing your end users a great user experience, because they're left guessing, hey, what's going on here? So what you've got to make sure is that your keywords are very relevant to the ad copy that you use. And then when somebody clicks on the link to go onto your website content is highly relevant to the ad to the keyword. So make sure everything flows. So what you're providing is you're providing a user with a great user experience, which is relevant to what they have been searching for. Another reason why a lot of Google Ads campaigns fail is because A, they got lack of tracking and lack of optimization. What I mean by tracking is when implementing a Google Ads campaign, it's absolutely imperative you install something called conversion tracking. And by conversion tracking, we can measure how many people have filled in your inquiry form, or how many people have called you, or how many people have booked an appointment. Now, not only is that good for you because you know which of your campaigns are working and which of your campaigns are not working, but more importantly, you can then feed this data back into Google so that Google understands what's working and what's not working. As a result of that, the algorithm can then drive more relevant customers who are more likely to buy from you by using the tracking that you've installed, and they're now getting their conversion data sent to Google. Now, also, what I mean by lack of optimization is that people sometimes set up a Google Ads campaign, they press the go button, and they think, hey, everything's going to work. It's not going to work, right? You need to keep a sharp eye on your Google Ads campaign on a daily basis, if not more, to make sure that you're continuously optimizing your Google Ads campaign to get maximum performance. And that could be looking at your keywords, looking at your bid strategies, looking at your ad copy, looking at how much you're bidding, looking at your site extensions, and so much. There's so many things to look out for. So tracking and optimization, poor tracking and poor optimization is one of the key reasons why Google Ads campaigns do fail. Insufficient budget. Now, again, it's a very common scenario whereby we set up a Google Ads campaign and the budget runs out. And the reason the budgets run out is it's not necessarily that the budgets are too small, but it could be that you're targeting too much of a wide audience. So this applies particularly if you've got a small budget to play with. So if you've got a small budget, and for example, if you live in UK, don't target the whole of UK because your budget will burn out really quickly. And as a result of that, you're not giving your Google Ads campaign a chance to perform, a chance to drive your conversions, because the budget keeps running out too early on in the day. So if you have got a limited budget, first of all, target your local areas only. So if you live in London, just target London, right? Get the campaign to work in London, and then it can expand. Okay. Think about which day of the week are your customers likely to buy from you or likely to inquire from you, whether it's weekdays or weekends. Think about things like the time of day. Where are they likely to buy in the mornings? Are they likely to buy in the evenings? So then optimize your campaign so that you're targeting the day of the week, the time of the day, according to when your customers are likely to buy from you. But not only that, but if you have got a small budget, be a bit more specific on your keywords. So don't go for generic keywords, go for specific keywords, and ideally high intent keywords. In other words, that keywords that people are going to use when they're actually looking to hire your products or your services. Here's a common one: not optimizing your search terms. You look at your keywords and that's great, but what about your search terms? Now, the difference between keywords and search terms are keywords are the words that you have given to Google. Search terms is how Google's algorithm has interpreted your keywords and saying, hey, I think they really mean this. And therefore, these are the search terms that your ads are going to be displayed on the Google page for. And this could be due to this could be affected by multiple factors, such as the match type that you're using or the bidding strategy that you're using. So make sure that you're keeping an eye on your search terms and take appropriate action. Either add those keywords in or add those search terms in, or make those particular search terms that are not relevant into negative keywords. Another one of my favorites: using the wrong intent keywords. Now, what I mean by keyword intent, when you have a keyword, you got to think that, is somebody typing in that keyword because they want to research your products or services, or are they planning on buying or inquiring about your products or services? For example, if someone's typing in plumbing, it doesn't necessarily mean that they need a plumber. It could be that they're looking for a plumbing job. or they're just researching how to fix a pipe, a copper pipe, or a tap, or a leaking sink. Okay. Whereas if they type in plumbers near me, you can see that the keyword intent for plumbers near me is very high, because that means they've got an intent to buy or inquire from you. So look at your keywords, avoid using generic keywords, which could mean research intent, but not necessarily buying intent. And so let's make sure you pay a lot of attention to what your keywords are, the intent behind your keyword. So that will help you to maximize the performance of your Google Ads campaign, and you get a much better result by doing so. You're not giving your ads or your campaigns enough time to perform. Now, Google uses machine learning, and it needs data. So you can't just switch on a Google Ads campaign and expect it to perform straight away. You need to give it time. You need to start getting impressions. You need to start getting clicks. You need to start getting conversions. And when you start getting those conversions, you can then work out how to better optimize your campaign, so that even Google is then continuously learning what's working and what's not working. So don't just set up a campaign and within a week say, hey, Google Ads doesn't work. It does work. It just means that you have not given it enough time, you haven't been patient enough, or even you haven't spent enough money for that particular campaign to actually work. So time is a great thing that you need to be aware of when setting up a Google Ads campaign. Last but not least, and the one that you won't be expecting me to say, you built your campaign yourself, or you listened to Google. Now, what I mean by that is, a lot of people build a campaign themselves because they've read the Dummy's Guide to Building a Google Ads Campaign, or they've looked at a quick YouTube video and thinking, I can do it all. And if it doesn't work, it's just that Google doesn't work. Now, if you're in your occupation, so for example, if you're an anxiety therapist, you have probably spent years and years getting yourself qualified. You've probably spent years and years treating people or giving people therapy. It hasn't just come to you overnight. So what makes a Google Ads campaign a great Google Ads campaign is your experience, how you apply that experience to your Google Ads campaign. So rather than running your own Google Ads campaign, get someone to do it for you who has already built Google Ads campaigns that know what works and they know what does not work. Okay. Now, what I mean by listen to Google, and that's the controversial issue, is that Google's got a habit so that when you set up a Google Ads campaign, they will call you and say, hey, we'll give you 30 days free of consultation. Now, you've got to remember, I've had loads of these calls myself, and what I find is that the advice and guidance they give is generally very poor. It's very high level. It's not commercially oriented, because usually these people who are advising you on how to build your Google Ads campaigns, most of them, would you believe it, they haven't even built a Google Ads campaign themselves, because they have learned on a textbook or the courses that Google send you to say how to set up a Google Ads campaign. They use knowledge bases to find answers. And also, you've got to remember, most importantly, these people who you're speaking to, they've got a commercial intent. In other words, they want to make sales. They're not going to tell you to, hey, cut down your budget, spend less, start off small. What you'll find is the opposite. They want you to spend your money, because that's how Google generates its income, by people like yourselves who get this phone call and they think, oh my God, it's really great, I got a phone call from Google. But it's probably, with the greatest of respect, it's probably one of the worst people to be listening to from Google, because they are just, their intent is to make you spend your money and not necessarily save you money, even though ultimately they want to get you conversions. But their top priority is not for you to cut down your costs. So the advice that they give is generally oriented towards more automation and more budgets and more broad match keywords and so on and so on. So be careful about who you listen to. Get an expert on your side. And likewise, at the same note, if you do want any help with your Google Ads campaign, whether you're thinking of setting up one or you might already have a Google Ads campaign, get in touch with our agency at AjayDhunna Digital. There'll be a link somewhere around this video. We'll be more than happy to jump onto a strategy call with you, as well as providing you a free Google Ads audit. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about why your Google Ads campaigns might be failing? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've got any specific experiences as to why your Google Ads campaign might have been failing in the past, tell me about it, right? If you've got any questions, ask me, okay? And at the same time, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications button, so when I do create new content, you'll be the first to be notified. And at the same time, there is a Google Ads ebook in the link below. Click on it, download it, because it's going to benefit you. It's going to help you to create great, awesome Google Ads campaigns right from day one, and it's going to help you to take out a lot of the guesswork. Take care, guys, and hope to see you on the other side. Bye-bye for now.